Hey everybody, welcome to Scream. I'm Teyo. Today we're playing some Genshin Impact. More specifically, we are, what's it called? Playing the new
Inactivity serves no purpose
quest.
whatsoever.
Oh, why am I in co-op still? I hate that it doesn't automatically switch you out when someone leaves. Hey, good to see you guys, Ryder, Fusion, and Finch. For the first time in a little while, I think Finch is first. Which is kind of ironic, because she, like, is in this room every time.
Yeah, that's not me. To be fair, some of the guys get here like 30 minutes early.
Yeah.
Huh? Do you also see Navia and Clorand over there?
I hate that it won't let me just run.
Some kind of trouble. Let's go check out what's going on.
Alright guys, what up? You're sincere. Yeah, okay, what?
Still no dice?
Not at all. And I've asked pretty much everyone in the court of Fontaine already. Lynette's ears drooped as soon as she heard that we'd have to be out and about for days on end. And Fremine, he hid himself under his helmet as soon as he realized there'd be people around that he didn't know.
What about Chiori and Charlotte? I feel like both of them would be more than up to it.
I've asked them already. But they're
Clorand
both
is so
pretty
pretty.
busy right now. I just gave the members of the Spina a few days off, too, so I don't want to bother them either.
This is getting pretty difficult.
Navia, Clorand, what's up?
Oh my. Well, if it isn't my dear partners. How are you all
Have
doing?
any of you guys in the chat done this quest already?
Navia?
Hey, Lainey, good to see ya.
Huh? Oh, you mean...
Yep, this is
Can I
our
not
chance.
do story quests in co-op? No, I don't think I can, I guess.
Do you need our help with something?
You've done this one? Yeah, it's fun.
precisely.
Or I've been told it's
My
fun by
dear
you.
partners,
Have it in the
we've got
quest,
a
just popped
huge
it.
problem right now
Popped
that
in, got
only
purple lady
you
and
can
left.
solve.
Whoa, for real?
You have?
Absolutely.
You have not?
We've already exhausted all our other options.
I just know that I play
Hi,
a
Mon.
tabletop role-playing game with them in this,
Would
and
you
I want to
join
do
us
that.
and play Marashosei Hunter Judgment Day?
I love the anime pose she chose.
Mara, she'll say what now?
It's a new game script by
Also,
the Tabletop Troupe.
For
a
reference,
local roleplay adventure
I
club.
threw up earlier
Ever
today,
heard of the
so I'm a little
Tabletop
sick.
Troupe? They put
And
out
I
games
might
that allow you
randomly
to
have to,
participate
like,
in a story and
duck
roleplay
out.
characters
If I
with your
do,
friends.
Finch will take it
Oh,
from
I've
there.
loved their stuff ever since I was a kid.
As a heads up,
That sounds
JoJo
super
pose, yeah.
interesting.
Would you like to
And I are
play
both
D&D
veteran
with
members
us?
of the club. Recently, someone came up with a new
Ah, yes,
script
the most
and was
difficult
looking
task
for
of all,
people to help
finding a
playtest
D&D
it for
party.
them.
Dude, for real.
When they asked, of
I'd sooner
course
fight
I couldn't
Osile than
refuse.
try to find a
I
D&D
mean,
party.
Come on, a brand new script? Nobody has ever played it before.
Generally speaking, scripts at that level of development have a lot of issues. But I think this one is pretty solid. The author obviously put a lot of work into the
Finch,
story.
our favorite stream
and the
co-pilot,
world
yeah.
building is
If the,
also quite
if the
credible.
stream starts to crash
Oh,
because I need to
well,
go throw
I
up,
know I was
Finch
the
will
one that
grab the
handed you the
controls.
script, but some of us
Clorand
haven't
is a
read it
walking
yet.
JoJo reference.
No
Kinda, yeah,
spoilers,
actually.
Please.
Anyway, the script calls for a team of 4. Ah, yes. We're missing one final player right now.
Darkstar, good to see you.
Oh,
Teyo.
you're saying you'll help us out?
It's time to do.
I knew I could count on you, partner.
Paimon and the Traveler are kind of a package deal. Is that okay?
That's not a problem. I'll adjust the pace based on the actual number of players and ensure that everyone has a good time.
Well, Traveler, what do you think? Wanna play? Paimon will follow your lead.
I hate that I can only pick yes.
that solves
How
our
funny would
problem.
this story quest
You
be
have our thanks.
if you were like, nah, and that was the end of the story quest, and it was like, good job, you completed Clorand's story
The script
quest.
Manager. Didn't you just
You
say
did
that you
polls
gave
on
Clorand the
your
script?
mom's Honkai account. She lost 50-50
The
to
club introduced
Himiko.
a completely new
Sadness. At
kind
least
of
Himiko's
gameplay for the
pretty.
script.
No thanks,
In this
ins.
iteration,
Yeah.
the Game Master's version of the script is incomplete. The script manager provides the next part of the script only after
Is your
players
mom,
have completed
like,
the current list of
Good
objectives.
at Honkai Star? Like,
On
does
top
she
of
enjoy
that,
playing
in
and
order
like
to increase player
understands it pretty
immersion,
well?
The club has created some of the story's sets and scenes in real life. We'll only know where we should go once the script manager reveals
You're also the first
starting
person
location.
I've ever met whose family members
You're
play this
right.
game.
Whoever
Or play,
wrote this script
like,
really
gacha
did
games with
put in
you.
a lot of work.
I guess Finch has some brothers
And
that
it's
play.
got a real healthy
used
amount
to.
of suspense, right? I mean, even the GM doesn't know how the story
Doesn't
will
really
end.
play anymore. Fair enough.
I look forward to experiencing it with you all.
Why don't you go meet up with the others first? They should all be waiting at Chioria Boutique. I'll come over with the script manager as soon as I find them.
Sounds good. Remember to always watch where you're going, and don't rush.
You say that like I'm 6 years old or something. Let me think. What kind of character should I play this time?
A barbarian.
I just hope you'll pick up some useful skills this time. Oh, and stop trying to persuade every animal you come across.
Dude, me as a D&D player. DM, I roll to keep the cat as a pet. Bonk. You get your sister addicted to silly
Sorry
wisher?
to keep you waiting.
You're back!
L what?
And
Wait, what?
you've got the Traveler and Paimon with you too!
Teyo
What a
hit
pleasant
enter?
surprise. I assume you'll
Wow.
be joining us for the game then?
Lenny,
What's silly wisher?
Paimon didn't know you were playing too. Are you also members?
Oh, is that if you know, you
I'm
know?
more of
Well, I
a
don't know.
casual
I don't know what
member
that
of
is.
I think it's
I haven't taken part in many formal club activities.
later with
Lynette
Bad
Fremine and I play something similar at the Hotel Bouffe Tété sometimes, but I'm usually the GM.
all the 3 stars are
Still,
over
I'm sure it'll be
Milo
fun being a player for the first time. I'm looking
Just a
forward to
wish
it.
simulator, I think.
Well, I'm not a member of the club at all. Claran
Oh, that's
simply woke me
hilarious.
up
That's
first thing this
exactly what it
morning,
is.
Said there was a good
I just
script worth
Googled it.
experiencing, and
There's
asked if I
something
wanted
in
If you're interested, I can
the
give you a
Genshin chat.
referral.
Okay, I'll check it
That
out.
should give you a 40%
I
discount
think
on
Genshin
membership.
went to examine. It's really funny.
I
Bet.
think I'll wait to see how
That
this
sounds kinda
experience
fun,
plays out
honestly.
first, especially when it comes to the quality of the script. If it's sufficiently fun, then I'll join.
Do you participate in a lot of tabletop troop activities, Clarine?
You could say that. She's actually one of the few senior game masters of the troupe.
Wow, Claren's a huge nerd.
Right. I knew about that even when she was still my subordinate.
It's nothing. Really, just a small hobby of mine.
Her eyes are so cool.
Paimon's so used to seeing you be all upstanding and intimidating as the champion.
If we have problems
duelist.
learning the rules, do we have to submit a
Kinda
duel
like to imagine
request?
you role-playing with a bunch of friends.
That's the question.
Surely you jest. I would never intentionally make things difficult for my players.
I do.
maintain a clear boundary between my professional and personal lives. The me you see at court represents the law and order of Fontaine. I put all personal feelings to the side and grant a fair duel to all who seek to defend their honor. But in my personal life, I'm just an ordinary person.
Why did
Someone
they
who feels
stylize
anger
this
and
mech in the
sadness,
background
just like everyone
to look
else.
like kind of hot? What? Excuse me?
Well, you say that, but for all the time I've known you, I don't think I've ever seen you cry. I've seen you get angry, sure, but now I'm wondering whether you were actually mad or if
Anybody
it
in
just
chat
looked that
play
way from the
D&D?
outside.
I was probably in work mode during those times.
Besides you, I know
Is
you
that
do.
so?
Yeah, we
Well, in any
Yeah, we
case,
just finished a session
I just
today.
feel like even in your personal life, you don't get emotional
You
very
want to?
often.
It's a lot of fun.
So you want to see me cry? That might be a little difficult. A show of anger, though, that might be something I could accomplish.
No, that's not what I meant.
When your boss asks you to cry.
former boss.
Former boss asks you to cry.
I'm back. Here, allow me to introduce you to the script manager, Mr. Florian.
Pleasure to meet you all.
Hello. Wait, are you a champion duelist too, Mr. Florian?
No,
Oh,
I'm a
no.
cosplayer.
This is just the costume provided by the club.
Oh, he legit
I
is a
occasionally play
cosplayer.
few
That's
of the roles
hilarious.
in my scripts.
That sounds like a lot of work.
You
It's
want his
nothing.
hat?
It's the least we can do to give the players a more immersive
If he shows me the
experience.
hat again, I might agree with
Anyway,
you.
allow me to give you a brief
Oh
introduction
yeah,
of the script.
that's sweet, dog.
This script was
Sorry you're
adapted
dipping
from the
early, no
real
story
history of the
spoilers.
Mara
No
Shosei
worries.
hunters.
Have a
You
good
all
night,
play the
Darkstar.
role
Thank you
of
for
hunters
joining
from a
us
bygone
for any
era
amount of
and
time.
resolve a
Appreciate
series
it a
of
lot.
events unfolding in the capital.
Paimon's not super familiar with the history of the Mara Shosei hunters. Is that a problem?
Oh, no problem at all. I can give you a brief rundown. So, basically, Marashose hunters were people who dedicated themselves to hunting monsters and protecting the city by using a special swordsmanship technique passed down over generations.
French breathing.
Their story can be
First
traced back to
form.
the ancient Romanian
Baguette.
dynasty, as well as the first hunter, Cassiodor. But I'll leave the finer details for you to seek out and discover later.
And I'll provide additional commentary as the story progresses.
In that case, brave hunters, are you ready to set out on an unknown adventure?
Man, I want to play a cool D&D session
Just
like
one
this.
sentence and it's like we're in the story already.
Aha, I see many a determined gaze before me.
Maybe I just want to go
Very
do
well.
LARPing.
Head over to this location and begin your heroic journey.
So, as we follow the story, it leads us to specific scenes? Ooh, sounds pretty innovative. What does the message in the envelope say?
It's the exact location of the scene, as well as the formal permission to use the venue. Huh, seems like they have everything prepared.
I don't
Please
like
check
the
all
way
your
they
belongings,
have
everyone,
Clorin
and make sure you
breathe,
haven't forgotten
where
anything.
her like
Once you're ready,
shoulders move
please follow me to the
separately of the
designated
rest of
location.
her body in a weird
Sounds
pattern.
good. Hunter Squad, move out!
Imagine if your first time playing D&D, a guy in a costume rolls up to you.
My expectations will be set way too high.
Yeah, he gives you a letter, and then you guys take a hike out to like a nearby beach. Wait, it's all the way over there now. Why did it move? Take a hike to a nearby beach, and then like, what's it called? Do a thing. It's time to die. What? What? No! No, I don't want to go that way. Stop it. How do I get out of this? No, let me go. Let me out. Let me out. That was a waste.
Yeah, you unfortunately don't get to go out of this. So.
That's so dumb. You love this quest. It's part D&D, part LARPing, mostly D&D. Hey, M4, good to see ya. I'm trapped, yeah. There's a chest down there, but I'm really not feeling it. I'm not in the mood. But also, like... Alright.
That one requires 3 Sealies.
Never mind. Forget that. What's happening? I'm doing the Clorin story quest, where we play D&D with Clorin. That's, like, factually just what happens in the thing. And it's honestly the only story quest I've ever been interested in. You're gonna go do a HSR
I
quest?
really
Bet.
have thought of
No worries about
everything.
lurking.
Even the Phaetometer is here and ready to go for us.
Phaetometer.
The
Then you'll be leaving because
Phaetometer.
spoilers? Aw,
What's
come
that?
on. You don't want to enjoy it with us?
It's a card that's used to determine action success or failure. We'll need to use it when we try to use certain skills.
You got your 10-year-old sister hook on
And
gambling? Oh
what about the
no!
dessert and tea. Is that for us as well?
That's what the message said.
Oh, really?
Mm.
That's so nice.
I mean, hey, M4, you'd rather enjoy it by
Feels
yourself?
just like a
Okay,
tea
that's
party
fine.
with
I get it.
friends.
It looks
No
good.
snacks have
This is the
pineapple
first story
and
quest I've
no
ever
today.
seen that I've thought, oh, I want to do that one. All the other story quests I've ever heard about
I
are
think
just
you might
like
be more of a snack hunter than a
so
Marashose
mid-looking.
hunter, Paimon.
Snack Hunter Paimon reported for duty. If there are
have fun.
delicious
Thanks, you
snacks
too.
to
Have a
be
good night,
found,
man.
Paimon will track down every last
If you end
one.
up doing
The
it while you're
desserts
off
are
stream,
great.
like right now while I'm
But
doing
I'm
it,
still looking
feel
forward
free to
the
jump back in and
story
hang
more
out
than
with us.
anything.
Very fair. Then, let us begin.
I don't know if we'll finish it tonight anyway.
First, please pick up the blank character cards in front of you and write down your name and profession.
I wanna be
You
a
can
pizza
find an
delivery
abbreviated
guy.
version of the rules printed on the back of your character card. If you have any questions,
There are
feel free to
skills
ask
for
me.
that.
There's
In this
skills for
story,
pizza delivery.
Everyone is a
Yeah,
Marashose
cooking
hunter.
skill.
To reflect this, the club has prepared a small badge for everyone.
Ooh, nice.
As hunters, you have proficiency in swordsmanship and fighting by default, so there's no need to allocate any additional skill points to those areas.
Swordsmanship? So there's a fighting part to all of this? Paimon's not sure she can do all that on her own.
You're a laggy
Maybe
boy.
Paimon
Oh
can just
jeez.
stick with you?
This is a
Why
great
don't
story
you
quest
share a
until
character
Farina
card
starts
then? The
speaking.
traveler will be the Marashose hunter,
Sure.
and you can be her little floating assistant.
That's how I feel about Paimon in every story.
Kinda like in real life.
Solid
So,
until she starts
for the
talking.
name,
Jojo post
Do I
Paimon,
fill it
don't
out with the
worry.
name of my character?
Yep. It can be any name you like.
I'm gonna name
You
my
can use your
character
real name,
Larry.
too, if you want. I do that whenever I get too lazy to think of a new name.
Oh, so it would be like experiencing a different life, but still as yourself. That's not a bad idea.
In that case, I think I'll continue to use the name Linny then.
Cowards.
Next up is the skill sheet. You have a limited amount of skill points that you can use to learn a number of skills. The more points you invest in a
Self-insert characters
particular
are
skill,
dangerous
the
IRL
easier it will
TBH.
be
You
to
think
pass
so?
associated checks.
Name them.
I'll take persuasion and investigation.
In-game conflicts become
Those are
out-of-game conflicts.
must-haves when it comes
I
to
think they
missions like
can be.
these.
Not always,
Ooh,
though.
those skills sound like they'd be useful for gathering
I think it depends on the
intelligence.
player. You know what I mean?
Good idea, Navia.
As someone who's played a lot of
Especially for
TNT.
veteran player.
So, should we also take those skills then?
Not necessarily. Since we're working together as a team, we could leave the negotiations to Navia and use our skill points to
Whoa,
pick up
whoa,
other
whoa,
useful
whoa.
skills.
Do you say
For
Paimon
example,
over Farina?
I think I'll take
Look,
stealth
dog, I'm
and
not crazy
sleight of
about
hand.
Farina either.
That will give us more
But I
options
don't think
if we run into
Paimon's
any
above
situations
anybody.
we can't negotiate our way out of.
Except for when
Oh,
Paimon was racist.
interesting.
Anyone is better than
I wasn't
racist
thinking
Paimon?
about it like
Whoa, wait a second.
I suppose
Pause.
it's not so different from an acting troupe.
When the
Everyone
fetch
has
was
their own role
Paimon
to play.
racist?
Let me see.
What?
I'll take arts.
You'd pay money to
And
watch Farina
performance.
drown
I'm not quite sure
Paimon.
what use will be, but I'm
Oh,
not as
where's Leafy when
knowledgeable
you
about
need her?
the other skills, and
Why-
I'm not too confident.
Why is this
to
fishing
devote
pole
it
shaped like a
enough.
rifle? This looks like a buttstock. What the fetch is wrong with this pole? Why is it bent like that? What's wrong with this fishing pole?
Well, that leaves us. What do you want to learn, traveler?
Okay, medicine, insight, or cooking. I'm kind of digging insight personally.
Insight is definitely the most used.
Okay, we'll go with
Oh,
insight,
something that'll help you get a read on other people's thoughts.
and
Sounds
then
useful.
probably let's go with cooking. This will be like real me.
Gotta say, this suits
Insight
you
and
really
cooking.
well. Nothing boosts morale like good food. So what do you think? Are you sure you want to learn these two skills?
100%.
Let's see. Oh, looks like you each have enough points to choose one final skill.
You've all picked such classic skills. It's fine to go a little bit out of the box, you know.
What other options do I
get the feeling
have?
she's getting ready to cause trouble.
Choose racist
For
4 to 5
example,
times.
this
What?
one here.
When?
Summon. Doesn't it sound super mysterious and cool?
Oh, I saw that one just now as well. The description says, this skill can be used under certain circumstances to summon characters
Why does
or
it sound like
creatures
Farina
that fit
is,
the
like,
script's
is bad at reading?
world-building rules.
The script's world-building
I think
rules,
she
huh?
read during those 500 years. She had
But
a
how are we
library,
supposed to
and I
know what a
think she
Mara
read
Shosei
books
hunter
from
can
it.
summon?
Oh, that's not for us to worry about, my friend.
Lainey,
Just learn the skills
I
that
know you
interest
probably
you,
mean something
and
violent,
the GM will
but
take care
that
of the rest.
sentence sounds real sus.
All right, you've convinced
She's
Paimon.
dyslexic.
Let's learn summon then. Paimon can't wait to see what kind of things shows
So I
up.
don't get to pick my skills?
Well, now
Yeah,
that
you
everyone's
do.
more or less finished creating their characters,
I got to
we can
pick
begin.
2 out of 3,
Since
and
two
I
of
got
our players are
summoned,
doing this
and
for
I
the
didn't get
first
to pick
time,
from
though,
apparently
let
a
me
list of many of them.
Yep.
would you like to play on
have to
easy
pick
mode
some of
or authentic mode?
Authentic mode, please.
What's the difference between the two?
Well, in role-playing games, the story sometimes changes based on the decisions of the players and the results of the fatometer. For example, if you fail a check, that means you cannot
I
use the
summoned
target
Paimon
skill in
for
that scenario.
food, and then use
A
my
critical
cooking
failure
skill.
may
It all
even
comes
result
together,
in if you
chat.
choose to play in authentic
You failed
mode.
all of the checks
Every
when you
time
did
you
this?
elect
That's
to use a skill,
hilarious.
you'll need to use the fatometer to see whether you succeed or fail.
Do you think it
and
changed
face
the
any
results in any
consequences
way?
that may follow. If you choose easy mode instead, every check will be successful by default, and you won't have to
Some of
worry
the
about luck
narrative-
playing a factor.
narrative, but I don't think it changed the very end result.
Sure.
Given that I'd like to focus
It
on
was
the
sus.
story,
Oh no, Lainey,
I
please.
suppose I should pick
You
easy
roll all
mode.
nat 20s.
I'd feel bad if I brought the team down
That'd
by
be
failing
nice.
my checks.
Huh? Oh, come on. Don't worry about that. RNG is the lifeblood of role-playing games. I'm going with authentic mode for sure. Never knowing
The
what
story
you
quest
might
feels
have
like an
to
event.
overcome.
It does feel like an event, doesn't it? Because there's like a
Doesn't that
tent in
sound
the background.
exciting?
There's a whole set. You know what I mean?
I'd rather be mentally prepared for what might happen.
All right.
Gamba is your
Then I'll
life.
mark down Farina
That's
for
not
easy
great
mode.
fusion.
All her checks
In the
will
words
be
of Ash
successful by
Ketchum,
default.
get a new life.
As usual, Navia and
You
Lily
legit
will
thought
play
it
on
was
authentic
an
mode.
event at first? Yeah, Finch kept
What
calling it
about
an
you
event.
two,
I'm like, I
partner?
don't think it's an event.
How would you like to play?
Authentic.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Trust
If you say something that sounds either
You'll
sus or
see
violent,
the
I'll
beauty
just assume
of
the former.
RNG. Honestly,
realize this is a
I don't
venue
think
you have to
Clorand would
buy?
make things too difficult for us.
Oh, you
no
mean
matter
like,
what the
yeah, that they
photometer
have it
says.
reserved?
Isn't that right, Clorand?
No promises.
You thought she was about to say mentally insane.
That wasn't super reassuring.
Well, anyway, enough talk.
Let's party.
Get started. I want to experience at least a good chunk of the story today.
Speaking of the story, why is the beginning scene on a beach?
Well, that's because a long time ago, back when human civilization was still
They
in
made
its
her a
infancy,
different outfit for this
powerful
drawing.
demons and evil sorcerers ruled over the land.
Let's do
They created a host of monsters and sent them to slaughter all humans in existence. Soon, a group of human rebels banded together. With their swords raised, they swore to brave the darkness, and in doing so, subdue each and every monster that sought their destruction. They became known
I
as
like
the Marachose Hunters.
this like text window style. It makes me feel like we're gonna play a turn-based like lawyer game, and I'm super into it.
It also helps to differentiate between in and out of character dialogue.
That's a good point. I hadn't thought about that.
Sometime later, as a member of the Marachose Hunters,
Especially 'cause
you
they're
receive a
using their
commission.
real names for their character
Following the address
Yeah.
provided on the message, you take a boat and arrive at this strange city. As you inhale, you can taste the
This is just
slightly
Mondstadt.
salty air of the docks as you begin to survey your surroundings. There aren't many people in the vicinity, but you do take note of a few others who, like you, seem to be sizing up this place. Your eyes meet, and you realize
Your eyes
these
meet,
people are fellow
and you
Marachose
realize
hunters.
you're in love.
Likely led to this location after receiving the same commission
Time for
as you.
polyamory.
Marachose Hunters too, right? Allow me to introduce myself. The name's Navia, monster hunter by trade and helpful neighborhood business.
Oh, I
woman on the
love her
side.
outfit. This is a
What say
great
you to
outfit for
traveling
Navia.
together? We can help
That's
each
so
other out on the
cute.
road.
Okay, count me in. My
Lenny's
name
is
is
fine.
Lenny. I've been
I like
wandering
that they
since I
worked
was little
this
and picked up a
into
few less
his
than legal tricks along the way.
Costume, because this
I was
is, what's it
adopted
called?
by a Marachose hunter and later
the piece from
chose
the
to follow
thing.
in his footsteps.
And now kiss. Why do the
Is
stamps
this
look like
where you
trotters from
introduce your
Hungastaro?
character to everyone?
Not a clue, dude.
It
I don't even know what
sounds
that
like
is.
They've done this dozens of times.
He's a rogue. Oh, absolutely.
My name is Farina.
Hers is
and,
good. I think Navia's is by far
I grew up
the
in a
best.
noble family. I always had a strong interest in performance and the arts. Even though I'm a Marachose hunter, what I really want is to be a performing artiste.
Hey, that's really cool. You can do it, Farina. That's exactly how it's done.
Paimon is Paimon, a good friend and companion to this Marachose hunter right here.
I hate looking
I've
up
been
Paimon.
studying the culinary arts since I was a child. I hope my delicious food
Wait a
can help
second.
boost people's spirits.
So, if I didn't pick cooking,
Yeah, I picked the medical one and he looked like a doctor. He had like
they have different
paint and
skins?
yes!
That's actually cool.
I wonder what it looks like if you pick the cooking and medicine.
Huh. Well, so there's cooking, there's medicine. Does that mean they don't have one for insight?
I guess not.
I guess not. This feels awkward. It's how every D&D game starts. This is so cool. I didn't realize
That's
they had
wonderful.
separate outfits.
I'll be looking forward to your cooking during our adventures together.
Well, if we're all here for the same commission, why don't we take some time to confirm what we need to do?
You open your envelopes at the same time. The message reads, To the honorable and
I can do
trustworthy
both cooking and
Marechaussee
meds.
hunters, our kingdom is currently
We're gonna
facing
cook
a
meth
grave
next.
crisis.
We're not gonna cook meth. Twitch, please leave me alone.
The lands outside the capital have been overtaken
You
by
started
monsters,
this and you're not here yet?
and our people are being led astray
Really?
by
This is just the
forces
beginning.
of wickedness. We beseech you, please help us resolve this crisis and return peace and stability to our home.
This is by far the best story quest
The
I've seen
layout
so
of this
far.
city looks super familiar. It kind of reminds Paimon of Mondstadt.
The scriptwriter must have used a real-world city as a reference when coming up with the map.
So it's just Mondstadt. Okay, cool, check.
As experienced
That way
hunters,
the animators
the
didn't have to
layout
make
of
a
the
whole
city
other thing.
reminds you of places once traveled. You recall the sight of tree-lined streets and the gentle tranquility of days gone by. Yet, as you regard the city in front of you, it appears to be little more than an empty shell. Its hollow gates are open to you, beckoning you to come forth and bring
I love
salvation back to
the
the town.
Clorinde outfit and the
I
Navia
carefully
outfit.
read
They're great.
every line of the letter and turn my attention to the signatures at the bottom. Who issued this commission to us?
You see a
I like
long
this art.
string
I would
of
play a dating
unfamiliar
sim with this kind
names.
of art. You know what I mean?
It would seem that many
Should I
of
do
the
a dating
residents
sim
of
on
the
stream?
city
That sounds
issued
kinda
this
funny.
commission together.
Yeah, you could play the
They
Arcana.
sensed that things
You
were
might
not
like
right
the
within the
Arcana.
kingdom
What's the Arcana?
and sent a distress signal to the outside world.
And there's a lot of magic tied
In that
into it,
case,
based on
Why don't we
all
take
the
a walk around the city and see if we can learn anything from the local
What?
residents?
What the heck?
I highly
idea.
recommend
We
it.
might be able to get some leads on the monsters and bad guys we're after.
Ah, a Magic the Gathering dating sim, finally. Door of
You
Resurrection
look up
activated.
and see a tavern nearby. It appears to be open for the day.
Why don't we go check out that tavern? If the novels I've read are anything to go by, taverns are usually
Play Doki Doki
full
Literature
of
Club.
information.
I've played it before, and I do not want to play that game. Oh gosh. What would be a good dating sim to play on stream besides
As you
that?
approach the tavern, you find a plainly dressed woman standing nearby. She appears to be rather troubled about something.
Don't get me wrong, it's pretty. But like,
There's two that come to mind that I think would be funny for stream. Number
Greetings,
one
friend.
is the like
Lovely weather we're having
dad's
today,
one
don't
where
you
you can
think?
like date Colonel
oh
Sanders.
yeah.
Because I think that'd be
Hello.
hilarious, the Colonel Sanders
I
dating sim.
suppose you're right.
The other one that comes to
the weather
mind
today is quite lovely.
is it's
If
like
only those
pixel art,
monsters out there would
and
stop
one of the
causing
people is
trouble.
called Spooky Frank, and he's a dead plague doctor from like hundreds of years ago, and he's a ghost. And there's a bunch of other characters that are super weird like that.
Asking questions, we might be able to get some good leads.
Oh, come now. Don't be sad. Life is all about optimism. Oh, that reminds me. What did you have for breakfast this morning?
This feels like a question you'd ask an NPC to make the
I don't
Game
think
Master
that's the kind
rude.
of question we're supposed
like
to
feel
ask.
bad. Like
Nothing turns a frown upside down like good food. How about some macarons? I could make you some.
You didn't even take cooking as one of your skill proficiencies.
dude,
That's
I've
not
never related
necessary,
so
miss.
much with
Excuse me for saying
Hey,
this, but
good to see you,
don't really
Battler.
look like a chef.
I remember you from YouTube.
Besides, I'm not really a fan of sweets.
We're
So
doing.
you're someone
let me
who
pause this for
barely
a second.
smiles and
We're
doesn't
doing
like
the
sweets.
Clorinde story
You're really
quest,
starting to
which is
remind me of
basically
this one friend of
playing
mine.
D&D with Genshin characters, and it's super interesting so far. I kind of like it, but mostly we've been talking about what dating sim I should play on stream. So if you have any ideas, let me know. You'll be right back. Bet.
Hey, did she just... Me?
Matt, where have you been, dude? Good to see you.
Clorian must have broke character for a second.
Matt, have you done the story quest?
This isn't getting us
So
anywhere.
far, it's pretty fun.
Traveler, maybe you can think of something.
I can't believe this game put in the real, like, awkward parts of having a dungeon master. That's hysterical.
Yeah. I feel like
The
writer
results of
team
insight
just
checks
sat down
aren't
and
disclosed to the
played
players.
You
D&D.
think they just play D&D
I'll be the
with
one
the
consulting
characters
the
as their
detail.
characters?
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
Behold. Highest score,
You
let's go.
recall all the lessons you've
did it
learned
show
in
me my
your
number?
time, and begin to carefully observe the woman's mannerisms.
No, insight
You
check
notice
for
that when
hidden.
she's quiet,
Oh,
she has an
what?
empty look
That's
in her
dope.
eyes. as if her thoughts have drifted to a place far, far away. And when she speaks, she often subconsciously reaches out to touch the ring on her left hand.
Man, how rude would it be to see someone doing that behavior and then instantly be like, did something happen to your husband?
So you noticed. That's a little embarrassing.
Genshin has
A
a
horde
new
of
what?
monsters suddenly
Luncher.
appeared near the capital recently.
What's a luncher,
So
buddy?
all the guards were dispatched to fight them.
Yeah, Matt, what's your fun fact?
Do you remember when those monsters appeared?
I'm not
Corinne's voice actor is
completely
also
sure.
really showing off her range.
All I know is that my
Yeah, that's a good
husband was
point.
dispatched to
For a
fight
second,
them
I thought that
3
was
days
Matt's
ago.
fun fact. I was like,
Do
what?
you know where he was sent?
It all happened so fast. When we said our goodbyes, he couldn't even tell me where they were sending him.
Wait, is
You
this
have
the
our
same
thanks,
voice
friend.
actor as Clorinde?
We'll find and
Are you
defeat
sure?
those monsters as soon as
all
possible.
The NPCs in this
We
game.
sincerely hope your
What?
husband will be able to return to your side soon.
She's playing.
No way.
Thank you.
Huh? It's more obvious when she
Don't
does
worry.
the guys, but it makes
We'll
the girls
find him.
more impressive.
Just try to remain optimistic and wait for good news. We don't always get to choose what happens to us. But we do get to choose the little things, like what we eat and how we respond to the things life throws our way. I hope that one day, you too will recognize the power of something as small and inconsequential as a delicious dessert.
Oh, a new launcher?
I'll do
like
my
to
best.
open Genshin on? What's the
You
new
bid
launcher?
farewell to the woman, and continue your journey further into the city.
Door of Resurrection activated. Every time I see that, I'm spooked a little bit.
As you venture further into the city, the streets appear largely
Oh, I'm not
empty.
controlling my character at all.
An elderly woman walks
Teyo
past.
play?
You see her shake her head as she puts away her wrinkled wallet. A nearby merchant folds his arms and gives you a disdainful look. You get the impression that he's someone who has long gotten used to the sight before him.
She's sus. Oh, the little lady? Hello? Why are you so tall?
Although he doesn't seem very friendly, merchants
You
are
roll for
usually a good
perception.
source of information, right?
Matt, what's your fun fact? Oh, there it
Pardon
is.
me, sir.
Clorinne's
I'd
clothing
like
needs
to
to be
ask a
specifically
question,
made
if I
because
may.
of her
That
hem,
depends.
and Chiori is the
How
one
much
that
are
makes
you willing to
them.
pay?
So the
How
button thing is
about
intentional.
This much?
What?
Ugh, what do you take me for? Some lowly beggar?
Oh wow, that is
You
Clorinne's
can't even
voice
buy
actor.
half an
That's
onion
so
with
cool.
that amount.
Surely an onion can't be that expensive, right?
What do you know? War's nearly upon us. Everything costs several times what it did before.
Matt, where'd you get that
If you're not
information?
gonna buy anything, then scram.
That like Chiori
Oh,
did
what
that
a
on
nasty
purpose.
guy. Maybe we shouldn't even bother talking to him.
But he still might have information we need. Traveler, can you think of something?
Lenny, go.
Okay, while everyone is talking, I secretly use my magic props to summon a bottle of wine without the merchant noticing.
Sleight of hand. Let's go. Let's go. Matt, where'd you get that information? Oh, okay, I see it now. Clorinne's clothing needs to be specially made because of. Oh wait, no. That's the thing I already read. Yeah, Matt, where'd you find that out? Is that like
We
written
meant
somewhere?
no offense, sir. Here, allow me to offer you this bottle of vintage wine, made only from the finest grapes. I'll just leave it here. Please, enjoy it at your leisure.
Because I'm curious, Matt, where
I
you
should
learned
mention
this.
that this wine is the perfect accompaniment to a meal. I'd suggest enjoying it with dinner.
Chiori's the one that makes her clothing. Well, yeah, but like,
all right.
what
Go
makes
on
you
and
think that
ask.
has to do
What
with
do you wanna know?
that thing,
Do
right?
you have any information on the
then
monsters?
he drugged
or the
that, you think
crisis
so?
that has overtaken the kingdom?
Crisis. If you ask me, there's a crisis everywhere you look. Those monsters are camped outside the city, and they've been destroying all our trade routes. We have limited reserves within the city, so if this continues, we're all gonna be in big trouble.
Wait, you're saying no one has put a plan in place to distribute supplies
It wouldn't surprise
or
me if she
maintain
made it.
order?
But like, how do we know that the
We could
way
all
it's
stop,
made
and
is
those
just because
nobles
of
in
the size
palace
of
wouldn't
her?
even break a sweat.
You know what I mean?
Who knows? Maybe they've been in cahoots with the monsters all along.
Because like there are other characters who are the
is
same
concerning.
size as her.
Thank you, sir.
There's so much
We won't take up any more of your time now.
Around the Genshin community, I'm always skeptical.
Well, I don't know if it's false necessarily, but I don't know if it's founded.
Game stuff.
Hey, why did you leave in such a hurry?
Like, there's a book
Well,
that says
you see, that bottle of wine was just a cardboard prop.
I love you. Like, it's
Should we try to go somewhere with more
translated, and
people?
It led to a big thing
Oh.
early on.
How about the city square? Follow me.
Also, kind of speaks Hilly Troll, but that's unrelated.
Kind of speaks Hilly Troll. You're watching MHA
Before
again just
you
for 3
lies the
characters?
city's
Which
central
characters?
square.
I love MHA.
You
Well, I
see a
used to love
man with a
MHA.
slightly
I read the
anxious look
manga,
on his face,
but I haven't watched
pacing
all of
back
the
and forth, his head hanging low.
all of the anime because I've read the manga.
He
and I was
doesn't
like, eh.
seem to notice your approach. Still immersed in his own thoughts, he shakes his head.
Wait, this isn't
and lets
Genshin,
out
but
a
D&D.
long sigh.
It's Genshin, but specifically there's a story quest,
This guy seems
Clarin's
promising
story
enough.
quest,
Maybe I can get some
where
information
also
out of
welcome back,
him.
Battle. Good to see you. Clarin's story quest, where we're literally playing a
Hello,
tabletop
sir.
role-playing game with her,
Is
just like
there
D&D.
anything I can do
You
to
didn't
help
even
you?
finish it the first time. You gave it past season 2 since it bored you. Fair enough.
Wait,
There's a quest where you come
you're-
across Clarin. She states that she needs her clothing to be specially tailored.
I-
Ah, there we go. I trust that
Oh,
information now.
dear goodness,
Also,
you're a Mara Shosei
that's
hunter.
that's rough.
Recognize us? Ah, are you
I have a sister with that
one of
problem.
the people who wrote the commission
You
letter?
saw Dabi, Monoma,
yes.
Toga, and picked it back
I
up.
didn't
Really?
expect you to actually come. Oh, what great news! The city is saved.
What happened here?
You really like villains,
Alas,
don't you?
we once lived comfortable, carefree lives.
Because
this
no
city
button in
used to be
existence
free
can
of
handle that much
monsters.
stress.
First Mara Shosei hunter, Casiodor.
That's how
the
you know
Golden
Genshin's
Hunter.
fiction.
He was the one who drove them back.
She also makes Navia's clothing.
However,
Yeah.
Monsters have once
She already
again
makes
surrounded
most of the
the
Fontaine
city.
stuff, I think.
Perhaps the seal that kept them at bay has lost its power. Or perhaps an evil sorcerer has been meddling in our affairs. All I know for sure is that their return has
Matt, I
stripped
love that
the
you're
city
always
of
in
any
all
chance
caps.
at peace.
Mona's your
Are
favorite
there
character. Dabi's just cool and
not
Toga is you
enough
for real.
soldiers to drive
Really?
them out?
Wait, Monoma,
It's not a question of numbers. The guards
That's what
simply
I
have no
thought,
idea
but
how
I've
to
never
deal
heard
with
somebody
them.
say that was
Most
their
people
favorite
my age
character.
have never even seen
Oh,
one of the
cool.
monsters.
I think
much less
Mona
been
was neat
trained
too.
to
I think
fight
he's
against them.
hysterical when
What's
with
worse,
the redhead
many of
girl
us
who
don't
beats
even
him
know
up.
the history of the Mara Shosei hunters
Matt,
anymore.
relax. Why are
When I
you
was a
so...
child, though, my grandfather would tell me stories
Why are you
about
so
how the Mara
aggressive?
Shosei hunters drove back the monsters. So, on the off chance that something might
Why
come
must
of
I always
it,
doubt you?
I
I doubt
decided
all
to reach out to
information
you.
that's not cited.
To be
I
perfectly honest,
I've studied
I was
science
starting
for
to
too
think all those
long.
stories were just tall tales. But
I-
now that
I-
I've seen you in person,
I've worked on a
I finally
psychology
know that it
degree
was
for a
true.
while, and literally,
Well, you
like,
can rest easy, friend. The righteous
"Wow,
and
you're
formidable
saucy."
Marshosei
yeah,
hunters are on
I don't
the
believe
case.
anything without sources.
The man is touched
Monoma
by your
becomes more than a side
determination
character.
and resolve.
Not really.
His eyes
Only
begin
kind
to
of.
well with
I mean, he
tears
does.
of
He
relief.
does. Not very. Not very
Still,
much more than a side
if we are
character.
going to hunt the monsters, we
Monoma's
need to
the
know
goat.
where
He's
to
always
find them.
tweaking. He is always
Can you
tweaking.
give us any leads?
You study tech,
all I
nice.
know
You're
is
the
that the
lore
area
master.
outside the city
Dude,
is
chill.
I'm afraid I can't point you toward a specific location.
He carries a portion of the newest episode.
although,
Oh, really? I
If you
didn't know
leave the
that.
capital through the main gate and
Again,
follow
I've
the
read the
road,
manga, so like,
you should run into a group of guards.
he does have some cool
They
moments,
might know
though. I
more
like
about
it a
where to
lot.
find the monsters.
In the newest episode, he's the
see.
core part of the plan.
We'll go look for
I know
them
exactly
then.
what you're talking about then.
All right, be careful. Oh, and one last thing. The monsters outside the city are just part of the problem. There are evil sorcerers inside
Every
the
piece of
city as
info you
well.
stated about the game has
So
been
be on
correct.
your guard. They're
Uh,
actively working with the monsters. And
probably.
have corrupted the court ministers with malicious magic. They're the reason why, even inside the city, everything has been
You
a
do not.
giant
You
mess.
know what?
Even one of
Oh,
our
Carrie,
kindest
an
ministers is
episode
turned
of
into
My
a
Hero?
boorish and unreasonable figure, interested in nothing but enacting laws that exploit the people.
Yeah, I don't have the
Who
best
knows how
memory
much
either.
longer we'll be able to go on like this?
That's why I need sources.
Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Kafe's mom
I
abandoned
feel
him?
bad for him. Maybe we should try to cheer him up?
Hey, not everything can be solved with food.
Abandon is the right
I
word.
appreciate your kindness, but for now, it's more important to focus on the crisis at hand.
You got
Brave
the
hunters,
Michael
I leave
Jackson.
the future of
Oh,
this
you
kingdom
got
to you.
Boot Hill? He looks so cool. I don't play HSR, so I don't like know anything about him besides he does a moonwalk in his trailer and he looks like
If I understood correctly,
Who's that
there
guy?
are currently two
The
problems in the kingdom
Overwatch
that need
cowboy.
solving, right?
Exactly.
What's his new
we
name?
need to defeat the
I can never
monsters
remember it.
outside the city and take down the evil sorcerer stirring up trouble from within.
Cassidy?
But which problem should we tackle
Yeah.
first?
All I know is that
Well, this seems like a good moment for a break.
Yeah,
Take some
High
time
Noon Man.
and discuss
You
what
lost
you
your
want to do.
50-50 to Yanshin.
Let me
Oh
know when
no.
you've made your decision.
You're gonna get me to play HSR eventually?
I really didn't expect the people in the city to keep
That's
us
what
at
I
arm's
keep
length.
hearing.
I totally thought the hunters would be treated like
You're
heroes.
sending, not again.
Well, Clarence said the script took cues
Chat,
from the
Matt's
real
is
history
sending
of
again.
Fontaine, right? Maybe the real-life Mara
Also-
hunters were also treated like that.
Mick Haracity? Oh no,
I'd
wait.
say it's a perfect representation of history,
That's
but there
so
are definitely
messed
some
up.
similarities.
You get
Would
so
you like to hear
excited,
more
then
about
you
it?
just went to bed. Wait, what?
Sure. As long as it doesn't spoil anything.
You got
in the
excited
script.
about
You
what?
brought
And then
up
went to
bits and
what?
pieces of the hunter's
Also,
history
Battler,
before,
I'm really
but
glad
it
you
was
made
all
it
in
to stream. I
passing.
appreciate it.
Paimon wants to know too. The hunters were super
I don't know if you
powerful,
followed
right?
or not, but if you
Were
do
they all
follow,
from
thank
a
you very
special
much.
line of supernatural
Sometimes
beings
Twitch
or
doesn't tell
something?
me, so I don't
Kinda
always
like
know.
The yokai in Inazuma?
No.
Grabs katana
All
to make him
Marashose
dissent.
hunters were ordinary
Wait,
mortal
what?
fighters.
What are we waiting on, Matt?
The only thing that set them apart were the special sword techniques passed
You
down
got a
over the
5-star
centuries.
hunt character. Then
So
you saw it was
you mean
Yanqing.
anyone
Oh
could become a
no!
Marashose hunter?
Sadness.
In theory, yes.
Oh,
All we would need to do
so
was
on
survive
Wuthering
the rigorous
Waves,
training
not
and master
everybody
the
was there,
swordsmanship techniques
but I got
required to
Yinlin
fight the
after a
monsters.
single temple.
Still,
Zero
most
pity.
people dropped out at the early stages, and others
You don't
called
need
it
a hunt
quits the
character.
minute they
March
saw a
9th
monster in
solos.
person. To become a hunter, you must be strong in both body and mind.
I don't
What
think
kind
Stream
of monsters did
luck
the hunters
does
fight
apply to
exactly?
everything, because I lost
Oh,
50-50 to the other
evil
guy.
sorcerer the script mentions. Did they exist in real life too?
The land of
You
Fontaine
forgot you're an
once
artist,
played
you can make
host
the
to an
ascending
ancient
thing.
dynasty
You
known
should
as
draw that for
Lemuria.
sure. Just
After
you
that dynasty
ascending
fell,
and fusion with a
monsters
katana
began to
yelling
appear,
at you.
intent
And
on
me just
obstructing
like,
humans from
Finch,
establishing a new
help.
social order. One of the ancient sorcerers of Remuria used his power to assemble a formidable army of golems. He sought to use that force to establish himself as king.
Now, wait a second. Don't tell me that guy was the inspiration for the evil sorcerer in the script. We still haven't found any in-game information on him yet.
As soon
So,
as your statement of
why don't
no
you talk
buttons
about
in
someone
existence
else
can
for
handle
now?
that much pressure.
Well, I
is
wasn't
further
planning on going
enforced
into
by
anything you might be able to find out in the
Clarinets,
game.
chat.
If you
Clarinets!
want me to talk about someone else, then how about Cassiodor?
Forever, Clarin shall be called
Or Egeria, the
Clarinet.
ex-Hunter Archon?
Wait, but those people are all from a super long time ago.
That's so
When
funny
did you
to
learn this,
me.
Claran?
From my master.
Holy crap, chlorine.
Master? You mean Miss Petronia?
Good old
Is someone you
Clarinet.
know?
Absolutely. Miss Petronia
Now I
and my
want to
father were
see a
good
drawing
friends.
of a
Back in the day, she
clarinet
would
and
often
a
bring Clarant
saxophone.
over to play.
The clarinet has Clarin's hat, and the saxophone
let's
has
not get off
Navia's
topic.
hat, and they're sitting next to
Anyway,
each
back to
other.
what I was saying. Responding to Egeria's call, a number of warriors followed Cassiodor into battle against the monsters.
Can I send you a
This group
picture
of warriors,
to use as
under
a reference for
Cassiodor's
the
leadership,
drawing
became
of
known
me?
as the Marashose Hunters. Yet,
Kind of fitting
as
since we're in a water
Fontaine
region.
entered an era of peace,
Oh, the
their
chlorine.
work gradually became obsolete.
Yeah, you can take
The
a
Marashose
screenshot of
Phantom,
chat or of any of my
originally
shorts,
an
or if you really want me
association
to,
made up
text
of
me in
hunters,
Discord and I'll take a
eventually
selfie, I guess.
came to be predominantly
But-
comprised of Melusines.
I figured this would be a stick
I
figure drawing,
see.
but I can accept this
That
if not.
explains why most of the people in the script have forgotten the hunters or think of them as nothing more than a legend.
Is that really a bad thing, though? It can get tough always being the one shouldering everyone's
Shut up, you trauma
expectations.
baby.
Depends on who you ask, I suppose. If the name of the organization no longer commands respect, investigative work
Because
is
she's
bound
a
to
little
suffer.
baby, a little baby man.
Speaking of
baby,
investigations,
baby.
which problem should we tackle first? Monsters or evil sorcerers?
Oh no, you don't do stick
I
figure
love
drawings.
monsters. That's the main duty of the hunters, right? We can come back to the sorcerer later.
This feels like a real
Well
D&D
said, Miss
table
Farina.
discussing stuff.
Plus, if the sorcerers really are the masterminds behind this whole thing, defeating the monsters could give us some clues on their intentions as well.
What about you, partner? What do you think?
Monsters.
It's decided
Let's
then.
do it.
All right.
If you're gonna do drawing,
After
you're
some
gonna go out. Fair enough.
discussion, you
I mean,
decide
can I
to
borrow your
turn
bow
around
and shoot
and
for
head
you
out
to
of the
skull? No! You're so aggressive about Farina. You thought of something? Does Frina not need eye drops because your eyes are drops? What? My eyes are always wet. They're made of water. Duh.
Look around, like that guy said.
You there, outsiders, halt!
I'm so impressed that Clorinde is doing all these voices. That's so
An
cool.
armored man approaches you.
If I could, I'd use
He has
Lenny's
a tall,
bow to
muscular
commit.
build and a determined expression in his eyes. Just one look,
Man,
and you
I
can
haven't done
tell he's
archery in a
fought in
long
his
time.
fair share of battles.
It's been a
Although
minute.
he's trying his best to
Finch.
conceal his current state, his uneven
Never mind, I
gait
can do it
and the
myself.
sweat dripping down his forehead make it obvious that he's been wounded and is in serious pain.
You're good?
I'm the captain of the guard.
Oh no, I
saw
wasn't
you
leaving. 'cause
sneaking
I'm
around the
sick.
city earlier.
Wanted to
so
grab.
I'll only ask
Have you
this
guys
once.
ever done?
State your
Here, let me
purpose,
pause
or
this
it's
for a
off
second.
to the dungeons for the lot of you.
Have you guys ever done archery tag? It's like paintball, but you get bows and these arrows. It's it's really fun, and you don't need to know why I have one, but don't have a bow. Don't worry about it. Also, Finch, heads up.
Thanks.
You're welcome. You want to stop the Freenahay, but you're too tired to do it. You've seen a photo of the kind of face you think I'd make? If I saw someone ascending, fair enough. No thanks, I'm full from the severed arm. You do actually know how to shoot a bow? Me too. It's a lot of fun. I used to do archery. I did a couple of competitions in high school.
It's been a while since someone's been this suspicious of us.
I said talk, not whisper between yourselves.
You have an actual bow and arrow in your
Have
dad's
you
room.
ever
It
heard of the Marshasay
costs too
hunters?
much money to throw away.
Marashosei
Fair.
hunters? Ha! That fairy tale, you mean? What, you expect me to believe you're one of
I've
them?
made a couple bows. We've used a bunch of bows. My dad has a handful of them. It's been a while, though. If I saw you ascending like usually, I'd probably
Sir,
just, like, look
we were
over at Finch and
indeed
be
in
like,
the city earlier, but our purpose was only to gather information on the monsters. We're here to help the city and all
wanna
the
make a
people
bow?
within it.
It's not hard.
Your guards are
It's
still
hard to make a
fighting
really
the
high quality
monsters
one,
as we
obviously.
speak.
But it's not too
They
bad.
could be seriously
Why
wounded
did
and
a
in
bow
grave need of
cost
support.
2K?
You need all the help
I
you
assume
can
it's a
get.
quality hunting bow. Ooh, let's persuade. Persuasion check. Let's go! The guard captain is voiced by Clarinet. Yeah, because it's a D&D game. She voices
The man
all of the
regards you with
NPCs.
doubt and concern.
Isn't that sick?
After a period
She's
of
got
inner
such
struggle,
good range.
he lets out
Her
a
voice
long
actor, I mean.
sigh and informs you of the locations where the monsters have appeared. Those monsters aren't easy to deal with, but if you insist
Not
on
staying for
going,
long because you're
I
tired.
won't stop
just
you
pop in and
either.
say hey. Hey, Aubrey, good to see you. Thank you so much for
I just
dropping
hope all
in,
the
even
guards
if you
will be
can't
able
stay
to
for
come
too
back
long.
to their
We're
families
doing
alive.
Clorin's story quest. Have
I
you
wish
done
you
it?
the
It's
best of
super
luck.
fun. It's the only story quest I've ever like enjoyed. It's
Based
basically
on what the
D&D.
captain said, the monster should be right up ahead. Let's go. Hopefully we're not too late.
What should be
As
my
you
rotation?
approach the
this team?
battlefield, you
Spoilers
see
in
numerous
Clorin's story
people
quest 'cause you haven't
lying
done
by
it.
the
Oh,
side
sorry.
of the road.
Well, have a great night. Thanks
They
for stopping
appear
in,
to
Aubrey.
be
Appreciate
dressed
it.
like guards.
You hear
Their
it's
faces
like
are
D&D,
filled
so you're
with
not surprised.
desperation and
It's
terror.
honestly the best story quest so
Some
far.
are screaming
Like, no
and
argument
cursing
in my
in
mind.
vain, as if still trying to
Ooh, by
banish
the way,
the
how she can sound
monstrosities
like
they
one of
saw
those
from their
calling you a good
minds.
boy ASMR videos, but a grandma at the
A
same
few
time.
of the wounded look up at you in shock and
How dare you
disbelief.
make me read that sentence out loud
Quick,
with my own lips?
leave this place. Turn around and don't look back, they yell. It doesn't seem like there's any information to be gained from the area up ahead. You conclude that this area is best left unexplored at this time.
Have a good night, Aubrey. But yeah, it is really cool that she had like the voice actor has such good range.
This is the place he mentioned, right?
You see broken iron swords scattered all around you, and downed trees riddled with terrifying claw marks.
The
All
cool
the
thing
signs
is,
point
all of
to
those
one
were
thing.
already assets they
truly
had, because the claw
devastating
marks are
battle
just the same
just
claw
took
marks
place
as
here.
the wolf ones, but moved over.
Be on your guard, everyone. The monsters might still be around.
Before you can
Boot Hill
finish your
does 6.9
sentence,
thousand. Oh,
you hear
jeez.
rustling
Nice.
sounds from the surrounding
You're really
bushes.
upset that the new electric
The
character from
monsters have
Sumeru, you forgot his
emerged.
name,
They
doesn't have
close
similar
in on
powers
you
to
without
Sino.
fear. You
Oh
get the
yeah,
impression
what's his
that
bucket?
in their bloodthirsty eyes,
I don't
you're
remember
just
his name.
another meal for them to devour.
Sethos, thank you.
This thing wants to eat Paimon!
Your battle round
Official
begins
part 2.
now.
Combat check. I have to pick a card this time. I didn't have to pick before. This one.
Yeah, that's your initiative, essentially.
Oh no! You really said the new electric character from Sumeru. Oh yeah, I already read that message.
So you don't get any combat bonuses.
Oh, is there usually combat bonuses if I fulfill the check?
Let the world collide!
Classic.
Step right up. Here comes the finale.
The next battle round begins now.
I swear, Genshin is just like pure epilepsy to watch. Like,
The monsters let
It's
out a
just
terrifying roar
impossible.
of anger and resentment before dissipating into thin air.
Ugh, thank goodness it's over.
We're lucky the
Yeah, he's talking
Marashose
about
Hunter
Sethos.
class came with all those
I agree. I
preset
think it'd be
skill
really cool
points.
if it was similar to
Otherwise, we
Sino.
would have been in some real trouble.
Because aren't they like
I
in
never
some way
knew
connected?
the phytometer even determines the amount of damage.
Instead of his new
inflict.
character request, we
If
see him
you
using
get
the exact same
unlucky,
power.
isn't
Oh,
it
but he
just
doesn't
game
have that in
over
the
right then and
game?
there?
That's so dumb.
That's part of the fun. The uncertainty of
Oh, they
fate is
explain it
what
in the
gives
story
these
quest?
games their
Oh,
appeal.
cool.
Just as
Are
you
they
begin to
cousins?
celebrate your victory,
I know they have a similar
suspicious
job,
lump
or
on the
used
ground
to.
catches your attention.
Not really.
A suspicious
They have
lump.
history.
Wait, could it
And
be
they
the
could
thing that
be
appears after
considered
every
family,
battle?
and they might be
I walk
actual
up to it,
family, but it's kinda
crouch
hard to
down,
tell.
and begin to
interesting.
carefully examine it. I've still got my right glove on, so it should be fine for me to touch it, right?
As you investigate the mound, you discover that the exposed portion appears to be made of wood. It was previously obscured by the large form
I
of
hope
the
it's
monsters.
a mimic.
With the monsters gone, the small protrusion now awaits your discovery, poking out of the ground like a shy,
A
flower bud.
treasure chest?
Let's dig it up. Okay, so DM descriptions ruin D&D games. The way she just described that treasure chest, it wasn't a perfect way to do it because the characters could, or the players might get confused, right? The first time I ever played D&D, I had a DM who explained to us that we saw these like blinking lights and they were dancing and flying in the sky around us, and we all freaked out and we were trying to like attack them, and someone got like a natural 20 and still missed, and it was like this whole thing. And eventually, after like 30 minutes of fumbling around trying to figure it out, one of us was like, wait a second, are these fireflies? And he's like, yeah, they're fireflies, you can go back to bed. And we were all super mad because like, why would our characters not know what fireflies look like? Why would these characters not look at the ground and just know that's a chest? Like, what? You know what I mean? I hate when dungeon masters do stuff like that. They explain the story quest because he gave up the fraction of an old god's power that he had to Sino. Oh, interesting.
With everyone's help,
Matt, warning
you
of spoilers
successfully
in case
excavate
people
the
want to do
wooden
that story
chest
quest.
from the ground. Even without opening it, you can tell from the mora and jewels scattered around the chest that it must
Player could have
contain
made so much
quite
money
the
off the
fortune.
skins and the dialogue if they actually
Makes
made
sense.
them
We
actual
worked hard for
games.
this. Let's open
Oh
it.
my
We can
gosh,
share
that's a
what's
good point.
inside.
If I had Clorend
I can
and a little bit of
understand
money,
your
I would for
excitement,
sure get
Paimon,
that skin.
but
The
think
DM
about
skin
it.
is so cool.
Doesn't it seem like there are people out there who need this treasure more than us?
Yeah.
Matt, you good?
Think about all the people suffering in the
You're
capital.
swearing a lot tonight, dog.
Or all
What's
those
you
guards who
good?
got hurt fighting the monsters.
This is the most
Wouldn't it be better if we gave the treasure to them?
Wait, is that how it works? Paimon thought since we were the ones to dig it up, we could
Yeah,
just take it
Paimon
for
is the
ourselves.
first. Like, this is the first time I ever
Let's
felt
put
in
it this
agreement
way.
with Paimon.
Any
Because, like,
decision you make
as a
during
D&D
the role-playing
player,
game
you take the
can
loot
impact
always.
the
The
future
loot is for
course of the
you.
story.
But would the people really believe us? It's hard enough for us to prove we're Marashose hunters. What if they think
You
we
forgot I was
procured
for
the treasure
okay.
illegally?
It's alright. To be honest, the developers are going to
might
have to
get
make something
even
really
more
good for me to come
suspicious
back.
of us.
Or you're just going to be really
That's
bored.
definitely
Those are the
something
only
we
ways
should
you're coming
consider.
back.
Maybe
Yeah.
we can come up with an explanation in
The
advance.
Genshin, like,
Well, if donating it could cause that much trouble.
I feel like
All we
Genshin
have
has
to
so
do
much
is to buy some
potential,
beer and fill up on
and
good food. Then
if
we'll be
they
ready to fight
decided
even
to
more
make
bad
big
guys.
changes, they could really get
Looks
this game
like you're facing
hopping,
a difficult
you know what I
choice
mean?
once again. Well, it's getting late.
So like,
Why don't we call it a day for now?
what's it called? So if they do Natlan well, there's a chance
Where
it
did
goes
the
well.
time
You know what I
go?
mean? But as it stands, I fully agree with you, right?
I'm not sure if it's because I'm
People
having
went
so much fun
savage
with
for the
you all, or
Sumeru Lisa
because
skins.
the
Imagine
story is
Dungeon Master
particularly
Clarinet.
enticing.
Dude,
But
good.
I
Yeah,
feel like
for
I could
real.
almost keep
Good point.
going.
Your autocorrect keeps
Here,
being
here.
Clarendon and Clarinet.
Ooh,
Clarinet's way
how
funnier,
about we
dog.
play
You're
through the
good.
night? I'm not sure I'll have enough energy for that.
Yeah, that won't work for me either. Lynette will give me an earful if I get home too late.
I understand how you feel, Navia, but we have to change venues for the next part of the story anyway.
Huh? Another location?
Don't go to the secondary location.
There's a special note for the GM at the end of this section that says to proceed to an indoor set for the next part of the script.
Whoa. They really pulled out all the stops for this new
Also-
script.
Well, even if we end the game for the day, we can still stay a little longer and hear Clarion finish her story, right? Emma wants to hear more about the history of the hunters.
Something tells me you just want to finish the free desserts before we break for the day.
Dude, if every D&D
That's just a
game
coincidence, okay?
had like, it was on the
Besides,
beach and they
Paimon
had
not finishing
treats
free
and
food
cake and
feels even
stuff,
worse than having to buy her own.
people would go way more
And
often.
anyway, Paimon
No one
really
would
does wanna
cancel.
hear
We
more
played
about
D&D with a big
Claren's
map in the back,
master.
even little things in a set makes it awesome. Yeah. Oh yeah! This map, or this thing on my wall, is a giant D&D map of a game that I've played for about over 2
it's
years
nothing.
now. Have you seen
I
the 8%
appreciate the
player
concern,
count rise
but
when
it's all in
Genshin
the
announced
past.
they were working on a skip
It
button on
won't do
dialogue?
any harm to share these
Really?
things now.
Are they really working
Wait.
on a skip button?
Are they working on a skip button? Because that would be magical. That would be all of my wishes come true, to be honest. If you had to come to the beach to play a game, even if it was good food, you ain't coming. You
My
hate the
earliest
beach.
memories are
What?
of living with Master.
That's so
According to
sad.
her, she saved me from certain people of ill repute. My birth parents had left me behind some time before that.
I just think food
What a
at
heavy
D&D sessions
beginning
is a
to a
great
life
way to get people to
story.
go.
Master was a fascinating individual. If inexperienced in the ways of raising children.
That's a vibe.
My first ever toy was a short sword. Although I suppose it wasn't so much a toy as something Master removed from her waist and handed to a noisy child in need
You've
of
heard about it
distraction.
from the developers, but
Oh,
nothing
wait,
from the
so
actual
she
company.
handed
So
an
let's keep our
actual
hopes down.
sword to a
Fair.
child?
Dude, that's one of the
Isn't that
reasons I
dangerous?
I really like
you hurt
Wuthering Waves,
yourself?
and that I've decided that Wuthering
Of
Waves
course
is
I
just
did. I cut my
objectively
palm and
mildly
bled
better than
quite a
Genshin
lot.
because they have a skip
But
button,
Master
and
was
that's
not
magical.
concerned.
Oh, it's magical.
She just stood
I
there
also
and
like the
casually
game. I
lectured
enjoy
me
playing
about
it.
it. See,
If there's
that's
sand
what
that's
you
hot,
get
you
for
ain't
not holding
coming.
the sword
Better be
properly,
grass
she told
or
me.
and
She
or
then
55
crouched
degrees
down
of
next to
below.
me and said,
Honestly, I kind of feel
"Give me your
that.
hand.
Cold beach
I'll
trips
teach
are
you
the
to bandage
best.
this wound.
Where you can just put your feet in
After
the water.
that, it's time to learn how to truly hold
It's
a
also
blade."
pretty original too. Yeah,
Excuse
that's a
me
good
for
point.
asking this,
Wuthering
Clarence,
Waves has
but
a really interesting
how
world
old
building
were
and
you
really
exactly
interesting
when all
setting.
this happened?
Probably around 3, give or take.
You comedically threaten people with a
3?
katana but don't have one.
Isn't that when most kids are still struggling to hold a fork?
As I said, Master was rather inexperienced in the ways of raising children. She believed trial and error was the
A
best
sword
way to
is a
teach
great
child what they're
lesson
capable of.
teaching.
I'm not so sure this is
toy.
a question of experience.
I didn't see anything wrong with
If
her
they
ways
harm
at the
themselves,
time.
it'll be a very
And
important lesson.
Anyway, children don't get to
If you don't mind
choose
me
how they're
going back
raised.
talking about the drawing too, if you don't.
She did bring me back a pet from
Right,
Liyue
kind of
once.
facing me,
It was
so-
a Geo
Yeah,
Bishop
I can do that.
hatchling.
I'll do it
A
after
Geo
stream,
Bishop
so I'm not
hatchling?
sitting here taking a
Not
selfie
yet.
on stream.
That seems even more dangerous.
Have I seen the new sus banner, weapon banner on Waves?
What she
I
said
have.
was this.
I
Make
tried
sure
to
you
get it
along,
last
you
night,
two.
actually.
If you really can't
Oh,
agree
wait,
on
what?
something,
No, I
just
haven't
settle
seen
it with
that
a
one.
fight.
The sus
Whoever
weapon
loses is
banner
the
I saw
real
was
pet.
the
And
the
how
the
old
like
were you when
Spider-Man
this happened?
hand.
5.
Well,
Yeah, no, I don't mind. I can get a picture for you.
No, I lost.
So you're saying
We'll have
you
Finch
actually
take it.
became the Geo Bishop's pet?
I got you, Matt. No
Yes.
worries.
But only for a week. By the end of that week, I defeated it in combat. And we've shared a cordial relationship ever since.
Wait, she still has that as a
that
pet?
really doesn't sound like the kind of childhood someone should have.
She has
Later
a
on, I
Geovishap
gradually
as a pet?
understood that Master most likely didn't know any other way to raise a child. She was a Marashosei hunter, but I never heard her bring up her own parents.
But
Thanks
no,
to
I've
her,
not heard
I
of
learned how to
Absolute
navigate the forest
Pulsation.
by the age of 6.
What a
and
horrible
caught
name for a
monsters in the
weapon
wild
banner.
by myself the year after that. Even though the training she subjected me to was strict, she always made sure to take me traveling when she had the time. We met many of her friends during those days. That was also how I met Mr. Callis and his family.
Sad news.
I still remember the first time we met. You were too scared to join our picnic and hid behind Ms. Petronia the whole time.
I still hadn't really met many children my age at that time, so I didn't know how to interact with others.
After that, though, you started coming over a lot.
It's a puppet
You
hand. You can't tell
loved
me people
challenging
aren't.
people
Oh,
to
no.
shooting competitions,
Dude,
remember?
the hand is so
I don't
weird
think
looking.
many members of the
But
Spina
because
ever
it's
beat
called
you
like
in
the
one of those.
Stringmaster or whatever, and
I had a
it's
lot
like
of fun
posed
during
like a
those days.
Spider-Man thing, all I can think of is Spider-Man
I
when I
enjoyed
see it.
them too. Oh, do you remember that one time we went exploring around the Spina together? We overheard Papa call your master Fontaine's Protector of Justice.
All Might?
We tried to pretend
Protector
like we
of
never heard
Justice.
anything, but you nearly let it slip that one time.
Protector of Justice. Oh, wait, you mean that vigilante hero from 20 years ago? The one who is always active at night?
Yep, that would be her. She often would put on a black
Batman.
cloak and go out at night. I never knew where she went or what she was doing.
Wait, I
Until,
thought Theo
like Navia
was
said,
Batman.
we
There's
overheard the
two
truth from Mr.
Batman.
Callis that
Ooh,
night.
Batman!
20 years ago, huh? I still remember the guards leaving all kinds of witness reports about her on Nervalette's desk.
My
Where is the
apologies.
R in Nouvelette? Why?
No need to apologize.
Sorry, anyway.
You had nothing to do with it.
Batman.
And anyway, everything she did was for a good cause.
Batman
Although,
is
calling
my
herself
adoptive
the
dad's,
protector
or is
of
Bruce
order was a bit
Wayne's
much.
roommate?
Especially when she
Arkham
deliberately
Knight.
operated outside the law.
Have you guys seen Lego Batman? Because
When
it's
did
the best
Protector
rendition of
Justice
Batman.
become
It's the
Protector
best.
of Order? Oh, she had a bunch of code names. I heard she would just come up with a name on the spot whenever she was asked. Later
Spider-Man.
on,
Spider-Man
she
does
probably
whatever
got
Spider
sick
can.
of
Spins
answering
web
those
and-
questions and decided to stick to just
Oh,
a
it's
few.
just the. I thought there was
Protector
gonna be
of
some lead
Justice
up in that. That's just the
and
Spider-Man
Protector of
song.
Order.
That sounds
Look
like her, all
out!
right.
Here comes a
I
Spider-Man.
bet she forgot which of the two she'd use by the time she got back each night.
Well, she certainly sounds like a fascinating individual. With her strong sense of justice, it's no surprise her student followed in her footsteps.
It's true. I always wanted to become like her. Someone powerful, independent, and with a strong sense of conviction. But
But
Do you think it's Batman because his parents died and he inherited their wealth?
she
I mean,
suddenly
and he
disappeared
runs
when I
around the
turned
city
10 years
beating
old.
up people in the nighttime.
Disappeared.
That's gonna be stuck in your head
What
for a week.
happened?
Oh, maybe.
I have
I've
no
never had
idea.
that song stuck in my head, so I kind of doubt it.
She
But now
didn't
that you've
even leave a
mentioned
note.
it, it might happen.
I was that night.
Dude,
I
all
was
I can think
celebrating
of when
my
I hear the
birthday at
Spider-Man
Navia's
theme,
house.
though, is
But
the
Master
My
never
Hero
came to pick me up.
characters, specifically the tape
When I
elbow
returned
guy,
home on my own,
Sero.
it was to an empty house.
Tape man,
she still
tape
didn't
man,
appear after a
does
few
whatever
days.
tape can.
I went to Mr. Callis's house to ask about her whereabouts, but he only shook his head.
Papa probably didn't know either. I know he sent a few people to investigate the matter in secret, but they never found any credible leads.
Don't worry, I understand. To be perfectly honest, given Master's personality and way of doing things, it all made a lot of sense. Just like how, when a litter of kittens reaches a certain age, the mother willingly
This
leaves
is
them behind.
real sad
Were-
to say at the end of a D&D session.
Were you upset, Clorand?
Could you imagine you just played a really cool session of a new tabletop RPG you've never played, and everybody's introducing you to it, and it's super fun, and at the end the DM just, like, trauma dumps for 20 minutes about her, like, possibly dead
Fair,
mom.
they asked, so.
I guess. He's also
I was
stupidly
at
strong, like
first.
holding a claymore with one hand.
But not anymore.
I've never thought about it, but does D-Luke
I
only
don't
use
believe
one
Master
hand on
would
his
suddenly
attacks?
disappear for no reason.
I thought he used two.
There must have been
Cool.
something she just had to do.
Jeez, it's ridiculous.
Well, despite everything, you still managed to follow in her footsteps and become the greatest champion duelist in all of Fontaine. You're practically a living symbol of law and justice.
The 30 minutes of talking afterwards is true to
suspect
life.
my position
Oh,
would be
for a
far too
fact. Just
by
the
the
trauma
books for
dumping
her.
is the surprising part.
Master always did whatever she pleased. But you're right. I suppose I do take after her in some ways.
One of his animations, he strikes it with one
Claire
hand.
had such an
Interesting.
interesting past. I never had the chance to ask her about it before. And I wonder if Florian's master were the champion duelist back then. Would that duel against Mr. Callus have gone differently?
I somehow doubt
Oh
it.
no. Judging by the atmosphere, Clorianda and Navia are probably thinking something similar. The mood just got super awkward.
I hate
all
the
of a
way they
sudden.
animate her breathing. That feels uncomfortable.
Anyway. Would you look at the time? It's getting dark, so we should probably call it a day for real this time. If we keep talking like this, we really will be
Also,
here all night.
Lost Battler. Also,
I
do
had
you
a
want me to
great
call you
time
Lost
today, Miss
Battler or
Clorant.
something else?
Thank you for
Because
being
whatever you
our
prefer to be
GM.
called is what I'll call you. But just so you know, we have a Discord where we
script
talk
was
about
good,
Genshin
but
and
I've
Wuthering
got
Waves
to
and
say,
Honkai and all that sort of
your
things.
childhood
Lost? Okay.
stories were even better.
Feel free to join our
Hey,
Discord.
You should tell
Go to
us
the
more
About
that
section
fight
on
against the
Twitch,
Geobishop
and then click
sometime.
Discord and it'll take you to
Maybe
it.
your master was onto something.
So if you don't have to, of course, if you don't want to. But feel free to join our
could be
Discord.
right.
We've got
What does she mean?
fun stuff on
onto
there.
Something? I certainly
And
don't
that
know
way
any
you can make some
5-year-olds
friends to
who
talk
want
about your
fight a
favorite
bishop
gacha
in their
games.
spare time. Guess I'll head back as well. I need to save my energy if I want to continue enjoying the story tomorrow.
You're that excited to hear about my fight with the
When I
bishop?
was lost, I found you, and
was
I'm still
talking about
lost.
the
LOL. Lost is just doing this stream from the middle of the woods. Help. I have internet, but I don't know where I am. Crab. Snatch. There's another one. Oh, he's gone. Anyways, you're having a Zoro moment. I love the memes where they're like, "Where's Zoro?" and then someone caps it to like some other anime and he's just wandering around Horimiya. Like, where the frick am I? Anyways, hey, a guide. Praetorian Golem. Anyway. Oh, look at this giant seal. He's so cute. I wish I could... I cannot interact with him. He's a great big bubble. He's too big. He's too dang big. Jump. Get it. Okay, fine. What was I doing? I have to wait for the rest of it. It's already getting kind of close to the end of stream. Finch! Wait, oh shoot, you remember? Remember what? Yeah, we've got about like 10-15 minutes left at most. Because I only do about an hour and a half. Finch,
Yes.
do you want to do some grinding on this account?
Sure.
Bet. Go use my resin, and you're welcome to invite people to go up.
Okay.
We can ride the seal and Natlin the ocean parts. What? You can ride seals? You just realized what did you realize, Matt? You're coming to play co-op with us? Bet. What do I need right now?
I suspect you need more sea stars.
I need... So, where is he? There he is. Kazuha needs all of his stuff. Nuvolet needs... Oh, just these. I just need 5 more of these.
Oh. You might be able to convert those using alchemy.
Dr. Eggman can be sued for animal abuse. What the frick? Yeah, I guess he could. That's really funny, dude. There's a like a Tumblr post turned into like a voiceover I've seen where Dr. Eggman is like, I'm going to take over the American economic system and ruin it from within and crush everybody's hopes and dreams. I'll start with the Medicare system. And he like talks about the things he'd do, and someone is like, Eggman, it's already worse than that. And they explain the way it is, and he's like, what the hell? It's really funny. Have I seen the stuff Eggman's done to Sonic? I have. It's definitely animal abuse.
Alright. Is it grinding time?
It's grinded time.
Grind.
If you need help finding stuff in Inazuma, then equip Garo on your team. Good idea. We need one more. Converted. Hello.
Hello.
Plus, this he stuffs animals into robots. What the frick? I think we can ascend. We can!
Ascension!
Nouvelette, time to level you up.
Ascension!
Ascend.
Gotta get more.
Yeah, we're really close to Nouvelette and Kazuha being maxed. They also need talent materials. So if today's a talent material for either of them, we should get them that.
I'll make that my priority.
Okay. So let's see. Talents. Yeah, I'll let you do it. You got it. You guys are welcome to join Finch do stuff. He traumatized Sonic by rope. What the frick? I didn't know about that. I didn't even know Sonic had a dad.
Sonic has a dad?
I mean, I guess technically everyone has a dad.
I guess. I thought he just kind of spawned in.
Sonic really just logged into life like the Matrix.
It's neither of them. Okay.
Wait, either of the talents are ready to go?
Nope.
What about... Look at Nikita and Raiden's talents, see if they need to be leveled again.
Okie dokie. Oh, Raiden's is available today.
Huzzah!
And it's just Raiden, so we're just gonna go do her domain.
You're the lore master with Sonic as well.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Cool. Does anyone want to jump in? Yes, my boy. Yeah, I'll wait for you, Fusion. We'll murder. In the meantime, I'm gonna break some pots.
Like Link.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's actually like a secret boss behind them. You good, Synchro? Kind of. You gotta smash all of the pots on the island and then a secret boss shows up.
What the frick?
They're like a tiny mini boss that's not actually that hard, but like, they exist.
No way, man. You have autism too?
Yeah!
So do we.
No. Ow!
Wait, did you say Sonic did not come from Minecraft? What?
I see everything.
No. Target, please.
Babe, why don't you just switch to an archery character?
Oh yeah, I can do that on this account. Oh, I got it. I win.
Hey, Lost, you're welcome to join us if you like.
Yeah, do you need a UID?
Yeah, Nikita's skill is a mouse drag. It's also, Finch, if you do her full combo of movements, she steps on the keyboard. See?
Welcome.
She has like keyboard keys and a mouse drag, and there's also like a camera click thing. Bless you.
Thank you. Where are the rest of the pots?
Body and mind.
Here it is.
You didn't grab the thing you investigated.
What? Oh.
Correct. That thing flew out of the thing you investigated.
It's just like weed or something. Now my nose feels bad because I sneezed.
Time to act.
Thank you.
Body and mind.
I set all the pots on the island. I feel like I'm missing some. Ah, there's one.
Man, there's a lot of pots on this island.
Yeah. That's why no one knows about this. Yes, very good, General. No one else is missing. No one else joins. And I'll just smash these pots and be on my way. Oh, there's one in the tree. Is that all of them? What am I missing? Fusion, if you see any pots, smash him. Cause he spawns up here.
Is there some on the shoreline you can see?
Maybe? Looking. Aha! Death. Death to the pot.
The US government like.
There's some more. Smash. I did it! Enemy reinforcements. He should be on top of the island. Firefly Cutter Caldo. Or however you say that. Where is he? I thought he spawned up here. Is he down there?
Wow, what a compelling boss.
Oh, there he
With
is!
a fat Uzi.
Fusion's got it. I'm coming. Oh.
Not fast enough.
Good job. Chest.
I hope we find long-lost ancient literature.
The reason you say that is because yeah, I know. Finch and I both have autism, and well, I am a psychology major and I've been studying it for a while.
Yeah. And I've experienced for
Non-verbal
a what?
episodes.
Yeah. Co-op mode. Who are we going in as? These two are good. Wait, what's in this? What's in this domain again?
Maybe you
Is this
should
the cryo pyro one? You don't have any good cryos.
Are you wrong? No, it's called special interest.
You
and
also-
a lot of autistic people have them.
I've made an executive decision.
What's
It's called Virgin. Oh, this is not the fire water one. This is the electro recommended one. It's fine. We don't actually need it.
great fool?
It's fine. Yeah.
No more
Water.
sword. Witness the power of
And
the
now
water.
it's just my job to make as many blooms as possible.
Make yourselves a move.
Flashback.
Yeah.
First.
Commit to memory.
Body and mind.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Man, you weren't kidding about that.
Oh yeah, no, it's like you don't have to do anything.
Let me read you
That's
about
not
this
any
is where overruled.
Dang,
Line it up. Teamwork is
that's nice.
It's not like her verse is crazy impressive, but it's nice. Good luck.
Yeah.
favor time. Let's light it up.
Oh, yeesh.
Body and
Teyo,
mind.
why are you losing health? What happened?
Time to act.
I miss my healers.
One of my healers.
You don't have good healers. I miss my healers. Bennett threw down his circle. It's fine.
I do have a good healer.
Who?
Barbara.
Yeah.
Barbara's
she
a
is,
good healer.
She is C6.
She's actually a really good healer.
Oh. Okay. We'll rearrange them. Okay, let's try Raiden, who's actually recommended. And Barbara.
Matt, why do you want a C6 Chi-Chi? What good is it?
Ooh, Kokomi's a good option too.
Yeah, if you do Nikita, then you guys can do Hyper Bloom.
Ooh, that could be good. Fusion is deciding. Is this a good team?
Because her burst can revive people?
Yes. Yes, good.
That's interesting. I know Barbara gets a free revive every, like, what, 10 minutes? At once she's C6, I guess.
Yeah. Is Fusion awake? Fusion is awake. Cool. Boop, boop.
Make yourselves at home.
Man, the way they sync up when they say another test subject is so freaky.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Whirling snow.
There is no escape.
Summoning of the deep. The Temple of Wisdom.
I just locked in for a second. This is fun. Look at them just die. Yeah, seriously.
There is no escape. Take flight.
Yay! That was good.
Hold the line.
It's weird to me that Genshin has 200 resin now.
Yeah, a little. I'm using the condensed stuff first.
Yeah,
just because it makes more sense.
I agree. If you want, you can also hit up the Phenerescent or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, cool, they're alive. Yeah, I might do that.
Inazuma shines eternal.
I did Raiden first before Nikita's on accident. Not that bad, but still.
I haven't gotten
Torn to oblivion. Illusion shattered.
Yeah.
just because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. The game is never too many. I know other people. I'm just confused.
Oh jeez, that one-shot Raiden. That's fine. We still have a decent freeze blue team thing.
Shine down.
Bring refuge. Rest and rebuild.
Raiden was dead.
I see everything.
Probably true. I'm gonna hang out by this jellyfish for a minute.
She came up to life.
Yeah, I used a
Oh,
revive
you
food.
revived her.
Yeah.
I was like, who did that?
Lower the game volume.
Allow me.
How do I do that?
So first, like,
Okay.
you can go to OBS. Just alt tab.
That's the wrong tab. I'm in the OBS tab.
Okay, you see the little sliders for the volume?
Yes.
Go to the Genshin one and adjust accordingly.
Which one is the Genshin one?
You can also use the mic volume and bring up mic sensitivity so that they can hear me better. Because
Which one is the Genshin one?
it's labeled.
No, it's not.
Scroll,
It says oh.
buddy. You can also bring up mic volume.
Is this better?
Yeah, can you guys hear me a little bit better?
Alright, let's do this. Cool. Excellent. Is Fusion alive? Check. Yeah, they're alive. I hate it when people start a domain when, like, I haven't even loaded in yet. Like, I know I won't get attacked until I strike, but it still is like, dude, I could be helping you. You're just hurting yourself.
Well, you could get attacked. Somebody could do an AoE attack.
Oh, yeah, huh.
Sharing my knowledge.
Man, imagine friendly fire in Genshin.
That would end so poorly.
People would be so pissed at each other.
I feel like people would definitely join worlds.
Yeah.
Temple of Wisdom. Everyone knows his.
How would you solve that problem? Because I feel like, have you had them respawn next to your co-op partner, like you do now, it would be a nightmare. They would just auto-kill you over and over again.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why they don't do it.
Yeah, for harassment reasons.
Yeah.
People trolling
He's doing
by
the
eating
cool
you off
walk.
the cliff.
He's doing the cool walk.
The boss fight walk.
Yeah. Let's leave and condense resin
And then go get me some artifacts.
Yep, Viridescent Veneer.
Hey guys, what do I need on Kazuha? It's Elemental Mastery and ER, right?
That
What
makes
do you-
sense.
What do you think, chat? What stats does Kazuha need the most?
Yeah.
EM and ER? Okay, that's what I thought.
Cool.
Also, seeing EM, ER next to each other just makes me think, I'm not sure.
I got something in my eye. What's in this domain? Fatui people. So it doesn't super matter what element we go in as.
But AoE does seem good.
Yeah. Did I hit co-op button? Oh yeah. Cool.
And if AoE is good, Nahida and maybe Kazuha might be good. I know Nahida would definitely be good. You could do Nuvolette and Nahida.
Ooh.
That's a really good setup.
Yeah. I believe.
Because then you just link them and you
Yeah.
laser beam them.
Yeah.
And Kazuha will put them all in one spot for you.
Which will be real nice.
Yeah, and Arlecchino will do everything else.
Uh-huh. Arlecchino's kinda independent of team function. I love her cute little animation.
I love that it's her playing hopscotch on keyboard keys.
Yeah. So cute.
Another settle down.
Laser!
Be sanctified.
His laser doesn't have enough range. What?
What does that mean?
Bow your head.
Is your computer battery operated?
Oh, that was easy.
Well, yeah, you guys are using 4 of the best characters in the entire game.
Yeah, I guess we are. I didn't mean to hit that. What now?
Background.
Yeah, background, I guess.
That's actually
That's
kinda cool.
really pretty, actually. That looks real cool.
Bro attacks like a leaky fire hydrant. Alright, what are the stats on those pieces?
Dive, HP.
Uh,
Good subsets, though.
it doesn't matter what animal character scales on HP.
I don't know.
None of them. None of them.
Cool.
I see everything.
Another test.
Fallen leaves.
Settle down. The wrong test subject.
Make yourselves at home.
After this one, you should probably introduce 930.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Let me gather up those bubbles. Also, seeing Nicolette and Arlecchino together makes me think about the time that Fusion and I believe Phantom were in your world that
my
one
gosh.
time, and
they
we're
just
just
destroyed it in
obliterating,
5 minutes.
yeah, obliterating Remuria.
That was so dumb.
Okay.
Alright, what are the stats?
I don't know. I didn't look.
Now I'll never know because I'm never gonna go find them.
It's not that hard. We
I
just
know,
go
but
into
I'll
the
never do
backpack,
it.
artifacts, and then we look for the new ones. Where are they? Ah, these are equipped.
It's not that hard.
Laid bare.
Ah,
See
you
what I
don't
mean?
look. That one's a feather. It's got HP defense and ER.
Gross.
ER defense, HP, and crit with HP attack. EM defense is too much defense. Animal damage bonus.
I guess.
All
the VR pieces or VV pieces I have.
That's the one we got. Yeah. The one we got first was the most exciting one.
Here, go to the box and transform some of them, and then we'll integrate.
What box?
The box and the you don't know about the box for
I
artifacts?
know about it, I just never use it.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Why?
Because when it came out, it only had 3 sets and none of them I used.
Oh, they have VV now, I think.
Cool.
We get in screen here. Finch, do you remember the closing thing?
'Twas on a deserted moonlit night
Do you
that
want
the
me to close?
hero approached the vile
Let me find a
dragon's
pretty
limpid lair.
scene. This is
Double
pretty.
crit and main EM and ER sub. How dare you?
There, now it's pretty.
How dare you, Lost? Do you want to do it or do you want me to?
You do it. I don't remember anything. All I can remember is good night. I don't even know if that's one of them.
Hey guys, thank you. Oh hey, Fusion, you're joining us for the outro, and you're gone. Two pretty ladies with a cool background. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Lost, I'm glad you could make it. Please join our Discord if you want, and please drop a follow on Twitch if you don't mind. It helps a lot. It's already ending. Yeah, so we do every night but Sunday night for an hour and a half. So it ends up being as much content as a regular streamer, but a lot more regular scheduled timing, so that you don't have to like worry about like random days or whatever, right? I remember you from YouTube, 100%. Yeah, I appreciate that you showed up. It means a lot. Yeah, you and I talked about Honkai Star Rail on the YouTube comments. Anyway, Arlecchino's just getting impatient. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. As always, have a great night. I love you, and I'll see you not tomorrow, but Monday.